I'm very satisfied. I have to admit that I was a bit anxious before coming because I didn't know what to expect from the creativity of that complete new Europe region. And I didn't know about the people too, so I didn't know how they were going to react in the jury. But I've come to the jury and I quickly installed a very simple rule, but a very difficult one, which is you can only talk positive. So I don't want to waste any energy on people saying why something is not good. You can only passionately take advocacy for an idea that you really like, and that's it. And if you don't like, you just shut up. That's the first rule I've installed, and that worked really well. I had nothing but constructive chats during 3 days, so that worked really well. The second thing I did in the jury was, multi-channel always faces multi-problems, always, because you have, I think, 6 or 7 categories, and the same campaign is coming back in each category, right? So if you really like a great idea, you tend to give it like the same award in each category. So I really asked my jury not to do that. So I asked them, which is again a bit strange, I asked them, don't judge great ideas. I want you to judge great ideas in a specific category. Was this idea conceptualized for this specific category? And I think if you look at the result, where you can see that an idea gets a gold in a certain category and is not mentioned at all in another, I think the jury did a fantastic job. So I'm really satisfied. I think we didn't give too much awards, which is good. And I think any award we given, everybody agreed. And I'm especially proud that all the Grand Prix were unanimous. So we decided that gold should be more than just a majority. It should be majority plus 1, which is difficult. And I decided from the start that Grand Prix will only go if we all unanimously decide it's Grand Prix, which is again a very difficult thing to do. But all Grand Prix were unanimous. I think there is a special mention. It's a campaign that is called Button for Help from Serbia. And that campaign in Innovative could not get a Grand Prix because it's for a good cause. So we decided unanimously not to give Grand Prix in Innovative, but make a special mention to that campaign, which we called the Golden Future instead of the Golden Drum. Because awards is a very dangerous thing because you always celebrate the past. And celebrating the past is like funny to get drunk. But it's not a good thing to do because you celebrate the past and you're always busy with the future. So if there is one category that is not about the past but about the future, it is the innovative category. And that button is now still a little idea. But if they manage to develop that idea and to place that button everywhere, they might just be solving a trafficking problem, which would be fantastic. That's why we give it a special mention. But again, it was all unanimously done. I think the quality is good, but just like in any awards, I mean, the more severe you are, the better the quality will be next year. So, but I have to admit that it's very simple. When you start judging, it's a simple thing. You call bad, bad, you call good, good, and you call average, good. You call average bad, obviously. So it takes out a whole lot of work, So everything that is non-quality is out. When you have a shortlist, you do the same thing. You just compare the complete shortlist and then you go like, okay, we will take out 20% more. So we will have to do that. So even the good ideas at a certain point, they go out. You're left with nothing but great. So great ideas is like the Olympic minimum, and then you get a short list, and then from there you start the discussion. So I think the general quality of the great ideas was really good. And just like a lot of times when you go under the great ideas, there's a whole lot of stuff there, but you have to get rid of that. But the general, I'm very happy with that. I think the most abstract one is just the laughters and the friendship. I mean, people in the jury, you're there very intense. You're there for way too soon in the morning to way too late in the evening. You laugh together, you talk, you have really deep conversations. you drink together, and friendship arises. And it always proves to me that, you know, it might sound a bit cheesy, but in essence, all humans are the same. And it only takes a jury to unite all the cultures and talks, and nobody understands political problems anymore. Nobody, after 2 days. And that was one of the things that strikes me in this jury, but also in other juries. It's always the same. After 2 or 3 days, we're just like all equal, all the same, we have similar. So why are we fighting all the time? Put politicians in juries and it will be much better. That's one general. I think a second one is the fact that we did a lot of things unanimously. I liked really much. That proved that the positive vibe in this jury was really well. Everybody was being very constructive. Even if 1 or 2 didn't agree at a certain moment, they said like, I don't want to break this unanimous feeling now, so I'm voting with you. And that was a very good thing. Those are the 2 things that I remind most.